Yo guys, with F123 now out, I thought I'd create a quick video to show you our recommended force feedback settings for the Logitech G923. Now this is one of the best budget racing wheels and it works perfectly with F123 right out the box. Our optimised settings for the G923 will make it feel slightly more realistic and it'll allow you to drive with a little bit more confidence. If you're using the G923 on an Xbox or PlayStation, then the good news is it works straight away. You just need to connect the USB cable, plug it into your console, power everything up, and away you go. If you are racing on PC though, I'd recommend going over to Logitech's support website and downloading and installing G-Hub. This is the software that allows you to update the firmware on your wheel, and you can also change a few settings as well. And I'm going to flash up on screen now our recommended G-Hub settings. Like I said, if you're on console, you don't need to do this. You don't need to plug your wheel into a PC, download G-Hub and change all of this. It will just work out of the box. The main setting you'll want to change on G-Hub is just to ensure that the operating range is set to 360, and this is your steering rotation. So I think it's 900 by default with the G923. So setting this to 360 in G-Hub and in F123, just make sure everything works correctly. The rest of the settings you can leave pretty much as they are. I've gone with 50 and 50 on the sensitivity and spring strength. And keep the torque at 100, this will just maximise the force feedback. Finally, the audio effects, that's the true force, so keep that around 80. Now you can boot up F123 and we can go through the wheel settings there. I won't run through these settings in too much detail. If you want to see what every setting does and how to tweak these settings to get the force feedback to feel how you like it to feel, go ahead and check out our F123 wheel settings video. In that video I cover every setting from calibration through to force feedback in a lot more detail. But for now, in the calibration settings with the G923, the only thing I really change is to increase the steering dead zone up to around 5 or 10. And this will just eliminate any sort of drifting or travel when you're going in a straight line. If you also find the brake on the G923 to be a bit stiff and you're having problems reaching 100% brake pressure, you can increase the brake saturation a little bit. But with those settings changed, now jump into the vibration and force feedback, and this is where we can really tailor our force feedback to kind of feel a little bit more realistic. Now with the G923, I've set the vibration force feedback strength to 90. Now you might be wondering why I haven't set it to 100, but if you run it at 100, you potentially run into some clipping issues, and this is just where the force feedback exceeds the wheel's capability. So lower it down to 90 just to eliminate any clipping that may happen. And then the on-track effects I've set to 35. This dictates how much road detail you'll feel. And things can get a little bit noisy with the G923, so I like to lower this a little bit. If you want to feel more of the road and you want more force feedback, you can increase this, but your wheel might shake quite a lot. Then the rumble strip and off-track effects, these do similar things to on-track, but they are focused just on the curbs and the off-track effect. Now this is purely personal preference because really you're not going to be driving off-track too much. But I like to lower them a little bit, so I've gone for 30 on the rumble strip and 20 on the off-track effects. For the wheel damper, I've gone for 15. This is designed just to add a bit of weight and a bit of resistance to the wheel. And that will do it for our G923 settings in F123. This should make your wheel feel a little bit better while racing. And these settings are designed to eliminate any clipping and make the force feedback feel nice, but not too detailed and not too kind of shaky or too much vibration there. But of course these can be used as a baseline, so feel free to make any adjustments to fit your own personal preference. And let me know in the comments below if you like these settings and what adjustments you have made, if any. Also, a quick reminder, I'm dropping F123 videos daily, so if you want to be one of the first to be notified when I drop a new video, hit that subscribe button. But for now guys, enjoy these settings, enjoy the game, and I'll see you on track.